and she's still asleep. I found the perfect house for us, and I found it around 6 a.m., but I want to show it to her. You love me? Love you?
What?
I found a house for us, like it might be a perfect house.
Where is it?
I know it's 6:30 in the morning. Sorry it's so early, but I want you to see this because maybe we can get an appointment to go see it today.
Can I see the house?
Yeah, you want to see?
It's in Facebook.
Yeah, I found it on Facebook.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Here. So it says it's brand new, and it's a 2-story, pretty modern house on a big lot.
Yeah, I see this. Wow.
It's out in Bohol, so it's a little further out than, we're used to looking, but
It's a nice house.
yeah, but check it out. It's a super nice house.
This is brand new, so maybe we can make the appointment today.
Yeah. Man, why don't I
Did you message the guy?
Well, I was just about to. I just wanted to make sure you wanted to go see it, but if you're interested, I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, I want to see because they said it's newly built. No one lived there, so let's go. Maybe we're gonna message the guy first.
So it says right there in the listing, brand new, right?
Yes.
And yeah, nobody's lived there.
Yeah, this is brand new. And San Isidro Baclayan, 3 elegant bedrooms, toilet and bath, 670 square meter, lot 150 square meter floor area. Yeah, 12 million levy, and we need to down payment for 5 million.
Yeah, some weird thing where it's like they want a $5 million down payment and the rest of it's due in 10 years. So we'll have to find what that's about, but it's the first time we've seen that. All right, well, let's, I'll contact them and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let's go see that house today.
Okay.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Finally, maybe we find something. We've been looking and hard to find what you want. There's always something weird or funky over here that you go, oh, I like the house, but there's a chicken coop next door or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what they have to say. All right, let's see what happens.
Let's go, Leve.
Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Maybe this will be it. Or finally, we found our dream house.
Yeah, and then after we're gonna see the house, we're planning to go to the what place is that we need to buy the things, the appliances that we need to furnish the house. So
yeah, so she wants to put in a big refrigerator.
Yeah, the refrigerator,
a washing machine. Would you go as far as a dishwasher?
Yeah, but not so priority for now.
Not a high priority.
Yeah.
You want the other things?
Mm-hmm.
Rice cooker, air fryer, those things.
The stove, the 6-burner stove.
Oh, the 6-burner stove. Look at that.
So that's what I planned today after we're gonna see the house. So let's go. I'm
excited. Let's head out. Here we go. You're gonna drive today?
Yeah.
Are you like the Filipina driver?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're leaving the house and we are on our way to see this Baclayan overlooking dream home. It's supposed to be, what is it, 3 bedrooms?
3 bedrooms and
2 baths?
3 baths.
3 baths?
Downstairs, I think.
Okay.
I think so, 3 baths.
Oh, this is exciting. I'm hopeful. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We're excited.
Me too. It's one thing where we live. There's no real place to park. So you park on the street.
Yeah, because the one thing that we like is the carport. So
yeah, we have
there's
to
space for our car, our truck.
back out and everything.
Yeah. So excited to see the house today.
Yeah, me too. We've been looking and looking, making video after video, finding something interesting, and then always a problem. That's just the Philippines. It just seems like whenever we get close, then there's a problem on the title. Like somebody hasn't paid the taxes, or the land's still in the family, and that's a nightmare. It's called tax declaration, and that's when you kind of walk away from most of the time. Mm-hmm. You want a clean title, 1 or 2 owners, and even that process takes a long time if it's all done right. Alright, we're going through the gate. It's nice to have a 24/7 guard going, right? The pictures show a new home. This is so disappointing. It's 5 years old. It's overgrown. It's misleading. You'd be in big trouble for doing this kind of thing in the U.S. Show new pictures and you show up and it looks like this. It's just false advertising. So as you can see in the listing here, I've put it up on the screen, it's being advertised as a brand new home, right? Fully furnished with designer chandeliers, built-in cabinets, and landscape surroundings. Well, if that's landscape surroundings, I don't know. Here's the interesting thing. As you walk in the house, you see the hole in the ceiling there? And you see there was like the shroud for the copper wire for the electric has been pulled out of the house. So vandals have broken in. They have pulled the copper wire out of the house. Now, here's a second little reveal, which is kind of interesting. And I'm sure that the vandals that broke in and did this were not aware of it. But this house was designed and built by a priest. That's right, a Catholic priest. Someone broke into the priest's house and vandalized it. That seems like a pretty big breach right there. Again, they probably had no idea, but it's just another layer of, this equation here. It's like, man, you don't mess with men on the cloth. I mean, that's God stuff, Anyway, I'm sure they didn't know, but you're going to find various holes throughout the house where they've gone through and pulled out the wiring. It's the main thing they did, but this house was actually built 5 years ago. So here's the story. The priest had designed the house, found the contractor in the Tagbilaran area, who I met, who was one of the 20 people that was standing outside, a mix of family members, the contractor and his crew, and the realtor. And I don't know who else, but a whole mix of people. And here's the thing. They knew that the house was in this condition, and yet here we contacted them, set up an appointment to see it, and everybody knew but us. Nobody told us that the house was in this condition. We're expecting, like the listing said, a brand new home. So that's frustrating. Then to find out that the house was designed and built by a priest, and then he got transferred back over to the U.S. and is not able to move into the house. And that's why it has sat here. Now, why it sat here for 5 years, maybe he didn't know how long his assignment would last. But what I know of the Catholic Church, that there are quite a few
Catholic priests that go back and forth between the Philippines and the U.S. The little that I know about that, I am by far not an expert on any of that. But as you look, the entire lot is just completely overgrown. And so saying that it's landscaped and ready to go as a new property, bit of a stretch. Here's the thing. The way this is set up and what the plan kind of is from the family once we got here. I mean, I wasn't sure that I wanted to see the house. When I got to the street and I saw the condition of it from the street, I literally was like, wait, what? I don't know if I want to go in. And I said to Lynn, I don't know that I want to see the house. If they're going to represent it as new and ready to go as a brand new home, and we get here and it's 5 years old, it's been vandalized and it's completely overgrown, how do I know I can even trust these people? So there was literally 20 people standing outside staring at me like, is he going in? Is he not going in? There was a moment of drama where I'm just ready to walk away. I mean, if you can't trust these people, how am I supposed to like transfer the $5 million down payment that they want, right? I mean, how do I know they're going to do anything say they're going to do, right? So here's a little more in the backstory and kind of what they're thinking. And again, I don't think they handled it the right way. But again, I'm a business guy, so these things are pretty black and white to me. So I'd be curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. What if you saw that listing and you make an appointment and they know, but they don't tell you that, hey, it's not brand new. It's 5 years old and it's completely overgrown. So what the family's thinking, all right, once we kind of worked through all that, I finally said to Lynn, do you want to see it? And she said, well, we're here. And, you know, she's really practical. And I usually am too. And I was like, all right, fine. But I just got to tell you, major red flag waving with both hands here. So as we come through and we look around, and finally the family member introduces himself and says, look, so, and they didn't apologize, say, well, sorry, this isn't what we represented. It wasn't anything like that. But what they said was, look, well, the reason the contractor is here so he can assess what needs to be done and how much it will cost and how long it will take. So I said, well, let me talk to the contractor. Because I'm thinking in my head, all right, yeah, the house is like not in good condition. On the one hand. On the other hand, if it was built 5 years ago and it's been left to the jungle and the UV sun here, which is super harsh, the house is actually not in terrible condition. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Now, the rooms, the 3 bedrooms are very small, and that's going to be a no-go for Lynn and I. They're just too small. So we're going to probably pass on this opportunity. But I did want to talk to the contractor. And when I had the conversation with the contractor, I said, I want to know what you're feeling right now, because you got to be looking at this house thinking, you know, 5 years ago I finished this thing and it was ready to go, and now it's in this disrepair. And he was a super good guy. And it turns out he owns the contracting firm. And he said, look, I need a month. It's going to cost 100 or 200,000 pesos at least to fix all of this. The family will pay for that. And then, you know, the house will be presentable. So why they're not doing that first is beyond me. I would have had the contractor do the work first. I don't know why they're doing this backwards. So that's what I would have done. If that's their plan, okay, good plan. Go execute it. Then put it on the market. It would have sold so much easier without all this headache. Anyway, the contractor's a good guy. He's got his office out of Tagbilaran. And I talked to him about work crews right now because that's a bit of a problem in Panglao. There's a lot of building going on of homes. And so what's happening is the foreman looking for more crew will show up and tell a crew that are a bunch of construction workers, hey, I'll give you more pay in order to come and work for me. And maybe it's an additional 50 pesos bonus per day, and which is, you know, literally $1. But that's just how the conversion is. Anyway, and then they will go and work for this other crew. So what used to take 6 to 8 months to build a luxury home in Panglao, right now is taking 12 to 14 months if you can get the crew. Well, this contractor has his own crew. And he said, look, I can get this cleaned up in about a month. The owners will pay for it. and then it'll be, ready to be viewed. So they were kind of pushing that angle. But he said, look, if this isn't what you want, if there's something different you want, I can build you a home, help you with the building permits, the tree cutting permits. I'll help you review the site to make sure it's a good buildable site, see if there's anything wrong with that, do all of that as part of the deal. And I can get it done in 6 months. Now that surprised me because I had just talked to another guy that builds homes, but again, his crews aren't working for him full time. He puts together a crew when he builds a home, and then they come back apart again. And he was quoting me 12 to 14 months right now. So we may pursue that option because we just have not been able to find what we want. If this would have been what it was originally represented, then maybe. So yeah, the contractor said, well, before I get into that, look at the bathroom here. I asked him about this. Why is there a step down into the bathroom? That's very, very odd. It's something to do with what the priest requested, but I think it must have been a last minute addition. I've never seen a step down like that. That seems a bit problematic to me. Anyway, the contractor, basically said he could build a house for me in 6 months, give me what I want, and then again confirm the lot for me and make sure that I'm totally covered. So it sounds to me like that's probably the route we're going to go since we can't seem to find, what we want. But if you take a step back and kind of look at their plan, and if you go with this $5 million down payment, and again, we didn't talk about this because we just weren't interested, but if it's $12 million as the price, it's $5 million down payment, $7 million due in 10 years. If that's true, that this actually could be a pretty good opportunity for somebody. So I don't think I'll take advantage of it unless I were going to resell it, which I'll think about, but I don't know. It seems a little bit problematic, but could work out for the right person. So if you're interested in this, contact me and in the comments, and I'll let you know who to contact for the property. Again, I'm not a realtor. I'm not selling property. I'm not representing property. I'm just trying to show you property in the Philippines as we've been looking for the last 6 months. So this is what the lot looks like. It's all got to be cleared. And again, once it's done, the house is going to need to be painted and touched up and all of that. I'm sure there'll be more expense in this than 100 or 200,000 pesos to get it ready. I thought the family was going to ask me to put down the deposit. They didn't, but I wasn't interested in buying the house either. So anyway, this is the first floor, and I just can't believe it's not cleaned up and swept out. But that's what we're looking at as far as the home goes, and so I think we're going to pursue another option. So that's going to do it today for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you've got any questions or comments on these homes or anything about the video, just let me know in the comments section. I really do my best to respond to every single comment. And it's a great part about this type of media is that you get to interact with the author, me in this case. So if you've got a comment or a question, let me answer that for you. Okay? Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. You guys take care.